In this problem from lesson 5.2, we're asked to find the exact value of each of the four remaining trig functions of the acute angle theta. And to answer this question, we're going to be using some trig identities. And the identities I've got highlighted over here to the right. The quotient identity, which describes tangent as being sine divided by cosine. And then the reciprocal identities, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, secant is reciprocal of cosine, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So to begin with, what we're given to work with is these two facts. We're given that the sine of theta is 2/3, and the cosine of theta is the square root of 5 divided by 3. So that's our two facts that we're working with. To find the tangent using our quotient identities, we're going to take the sine and divide it by the cosine. So I'm just making a replacement here. So it's going to be 2/3 divided by the square root of 5, square root of 5 over 3. And to simplify this, when you're dividing with fractions, the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we have 2/3 times 3 divided by the square root of 5. And that simplifies to give us 2 divided by the square root of 5. However, we know that is not simplest form because we have a radical in the denominator. So now what we need to do is rationalize this denominator. So to do that, to rationalize the square root of 5, we need to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the square root of 5. That's just another name for 1. And this is going to give us 2 square root of 5 over, and we know the square root of 5 times square root of 5 is square root of 25, which is just plain old 5. So now we have a rational number for the denominator. So that's how we determine tangent. And once we get tangent along with sine and cosine, the other three are a breeze. It's just a matter of taking the reciprocals. So the cosecant being the reciprocal of sine, that's just 3 over 2. And the secant being reciprocal of cosine is just 3 over the square root of 5. However, here again, we don't want to leave that radical in the denominator, so we're going to rationalize this denominator, and our answer ends up being 3 square root of 5 over 5. And then the last problem is the cotangent. And the cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. Jot that down here. So the cotangent of theta, we're going to take the reciprocal of tangent. Now, our final answer for tangent was this, 2 square root of 5 over 5, because we rationalized the denominator. But prior to that, back up one step, this was our answer for tangent before we simplified that. So if we take the reciprocal here, then our answer for cotangent is square root of 5 over 2. And I hope this helps.